I'm going to respond to a comment today. Oh no, does that mean Scruffy's going to be off on one? Well, let's roll the intro and find out. Hi, welcome to the channel. If you haven't been here before, my name is Langers and I am the Scruffy Trader. What I'm trying to do with the channel is kind of put trading in the real world, show you a little bit about what I do for a living, and a vlog of what goes on in this office at home and the one that I have in my wife's business. And the key word there, I guess, is vlog. Because this is not a teaching channel. It never ever set out to be a teaching channel. It's just a channel showing you what goes on in a day-to-day office that was born from videoing my trades as part of a journal, because I do video every trade as a visual representation of what I've done. Just something that I've always done, and it's kind of evolved into this, and it's got a little bit of a small following. So I try and show little bits when I'm asked. I go off on rants because I'm old and take the mickey most of the time, but mainly it's just to show you that trading can be possible. It is very difficult, and you've got to be incredibly disciplined and not hop from one system to another. And if you've switched on to this thinking, oh well, I've only got to press a couple of buttons and then I'm going to be rich, no, the world does not work like that. Took me a long time to get my education, a lot of money, a lot of sweat, a lot of tears. It's just not an easy ride. And if anybody thinks it is, you're delusional. You really are. You see, and I say things like that because I have no ulterior motives, and I'll touch on that a bit later. But first of all, let's have a look at why I show live trades. Come with me.
Hi, I'm Pitt, Stu Pitt, and I am the greatest artist that's ever lived. Follow me, and I too can make you a millionaire, living in a millionaire palace, just like me, and the thousands of students I have taught over the years that have followed my unique system of being a great artist. Well, hello. And who are you?
I'm Miss Hall.
You're Miss Hall. I'm sure you are Hall.
Bernie Hall.
Bernie Hall?
Yes.
I think you can get a cream for that.
That's my name.
It's your name.
It is.
Oh, I think I might have spoken to your father. I am sure they have commented on my videos. Would it be Alan? Mr. A-Hole?
Could be.
Could be. So you want to follow me to the stars?
I want your knowledge, yes.
You want me to fill you, Miss Hall, with knowledge?
Show me how to be an artist.
I can artist you, alright. Would you like me to draw you?
You're going to show me now.
Show you now. But if you purchase my course, you can do it yourself.
You could show me now, though.
But the course is very affordable. And just think of the lifestyle that you're going to have.
You could show me.
Now.
Now. How to be an artist and get a Lamborghini.
In real time.
In real time.
But I've seen it so many times on the videos I've made.
Show me now. It won't take long.
With this pen that you have seen me do, the marvellous drawings, you really need to see it right now?
Right now.
So everything I've done is not good enough?
Show me how to be an artist now.
This very moment.
This very moment.
Let the magic begin.
What are you doing?
I am creating a wonder. And when it's done, it'll be worth millions. Can you say what it is yet?
Not yet. What are you doing?
I'm creating a masterpiece.
A masterpiece?
A masterpiece. Oh look, there's one of my students with a new Lamborghini. Look. And there we go. The evidence right in front of you. Look at that.
You didn't
By
know
my
that.
fair hand, I have created this, which shall now be worth millions. Your lifestyle is fantastic.
I don't think so. What's on the back?
Nothing.
Really?
I think I'll be going now.
But before I read it out, I'll give a couple of shout outs to some of the guys who support me. And I'm genuinely grateful, guys. I really am. Got Kai Chan and Damien Stewart. I genuinely thank you guys. And a special little double salute to Ivan. I promised to do him a video about candles. It's in my diary. It's just I've been mega busy. Sorry. But I will do it for you, Ivan. I really promise. And there's a third salute. So I'll read this comment. I'm not going to say his name because I don't know whether he's a trolley kicking it into me or not. But I'll leave the link to the video below. It's what is my job video. I'll read out the comment and then we'll break it down. I really don't know why you show us your trades. We can't really learn from them. It only shows the money you make and never the losses. Well, there's a number of elements in that. And the first one, which is gleamingly clear, is you never watched the video you were commenting on. Because at the end of that video, I was sitting on a colossal loss. And I was explaining what I was going to do with it. So that's the first bit. If you're going to spout, get your facts right. Okay? But talking of facts, here's the greatest fact.
There you go.
It's my coffee.
It is.
Because we all know Scruffy likes a coffee. And that's a fact. He likes Winky as well, and that's another fact. Do you like me?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much do you like me?
I need your copy.
Oh, no bikini then.
That old chestnut.
It's worth a shot, wasn't it? Anyway. So, never show the losses. So, shot yourself in the foot on that one, son. Because it was on that video, and I have shown plenty of losses. The thing is, if you're good at your job, you shouldn't have losses. Not colossal losses, anyway. I'm pretty consistent what I do. Done it for a long time. And I show that. Okay? Then it says, we can't really learn from them. As I said at the start, I am not a teacher. This is not a teaching channel. You know, if you're looking for a free lunch or something like that, this ain't the road. Move along. Simple, you know. And then you say, why do you show the trades? It's a bit of an odd question to ask for a channel that's based around trading. It's like turning up to a motor race and saying, why are you showing us the cars? You go to see the cars. People come to the channel to be inspired that trading can be done. And the only way it can be inspired is by showing you it in real time. I work very hard to get the video up the same day, if not the next day, the trade is taken. Just so you can see the exact moves that was there. And then hopefully you can be inspired as to see why I got in the first place, but what the results were for doing what I did. That is the idea of the live trade. I'm not one of these monkeys trying to take £1,000 off you for a worthless course by showing you a chart 3 years ago and saying, well, I took this trade, I got in here and I got out there and I made a fortune. Did you? Really? Wait, what? How do we know? Well, I've just shown you the chart. Yeah, well, that chart's 3 years old. But it's there. But it's not now. You ask any of them to trade live in front of you, and I bet they won't, you know, or they might do once or twice. You know, there's plenty kicking around on the adverts telling you about how their systems are amazing and how their trades are fantastic, but I don't see them doing it day in, day out. But I do, day in, day out. And I've been challenged so many times. Challenged me to do the DAX, so I did it one day. And said you couldn't do it again the next. But I did. So I ended up doing it for a week. Then I was told that you can't do live trades for a week. And I said, well, you can. I'm doing it anyway. And I've done it since January. Day in, day out. Never seen anybody else do it like that. You know. You've asked me to test methods and show me what indicators are. It's all well and good telling you what an indicator is. I not only tell you what the indicator is and how it works, I show it in front of you as well, like I did with the ADX the other day. So I explained what it was, how I might change the settings to suit a style, then put it on a chart and traded it in front of you. Because trading is all about having little tools in your tool bag. And if you can see the right conditions, you pick out the right tool and you apply it. And that's what being a trader is about. You know, in the beginning you need one strategy. But you have to be patient and wait for the conditions for that strategy to fall into place. As you get better, you get another strategy and another one, which are your tools for your tool bag. Hence the indicator videos that I've done. And then eventually you gain, over a long period of time, knowledge that you can apply to the markets because you've seen the markets react over and over through screen time. And that's what I do, and it's where I am today. And it's why I tell people I can't teach you the way that I trade, because it took me years to get here. Not the few minutes that you think you're going to get by spending £400 or £500 on a course, or even sort of the bigger courses that are out there that are £7,000 and £8,000. Trust me, guys, you will not learn to trade spending fortunes. You need to spend time. It is time on the screen and understanding what works and what doesn't work, and then piecing it together to make your own style, because everybody looks at the charts different. And I certainly look at the charts different to most. And that in a way is my edge, because I don't think in the herd mentality. You know, think of it this way. 76% of people fail. That's a high probability that they are wrong. Well, if I'm on the other side of that fence, I have a 76% chance of succeeding. Strange way to look at it. Anyway, let me jump on the screen and I'm going to break down this trade that I'm managing. And that's the key word there. I'm managing. I don't do things willy-nilly. I don't hold on to things willy-nilly. I have a long plan. And all of my trades, even the quick ones that are 15 minutes, are all part of a grander design. So let's go on there and I shall have a look at this trade and I'll break down what I'm up to. Okay? And hopefully it might put a couple of the myths to bed. And if it doesn't, just go watch the Lamborghini guys and dream on Instagram of a life that you will never have. At least I'll try and show you something in reality, and it's possible that you may have it. You've just got to put the work in. Okay, off we pop. Okay guys, so let's just see if we can put some of the way that I trade to bed and bury a couple of myths. As I've told you before, I prefer a wide stop as opposed to a tight stop. I do have mental stops in the middle where I reevaluate and I look at what's going on and I'll make a decision to either kill or continue. This is a very good example because I've been in it for 3 days when it was meant to be 1. Okay. Now, trading is not about getting in and out. As I explained before, it's about being a risk manager and it's about managing the trade as you would in any job. Now, this one here, I'm sitting on some heat and a lot of heat. Okay. And what I'm going to show you is where my stops are, how I work them out, and then how I trade it. See, if I can get in and out in a day, result. But I also have a long game in process. And the long game is the start of the trade. Okay. If I can carve off in the middle, because I like to be able to do that within the long game, in other words, catch some movements within it. Because again, it's part of being a trader and it's part of being a manager of that trade. So I'm looking at this. I got in this Wednesday around here, expecting it to go down. Result. It didn't. Just kept on meandering around, bouncing off these levels, came down, it's rocketed away and come back down, which I've been picking some money up out of that retracement, as you can see, you know, and I've still got another lump in there. So it's carving money off all the time. But why have I done it the way that I did it? Right, okay. When you initially look at this, I have got nothing in the here and now, sort of recent times, that give me an idea of stops. So step back a bit. There is still nothing there to give me an idea of stops. You could say this, but I believe that's too tight. Okay, it's not out the ordinary for a market to push up and test a recent high. You see this over and over. So you go out to a daily, and this is where the premise of this came from. There's nothing there, but pull it back slightly. There is my stop area. This one, this red line. Okay, that is, if it's going up there, there's a good chance it's going to try and crack through it. And I don't want to be on the onside of that. But it is a long way from where it was. But the reward on the other side is way down here, because markets probe and retest as it has here. So it's giving me a good risk reward situation down on this red line, which is the tops of these. And if it goes through, absolutely fantastic. So you start working out your risk rewards. Well, let's have a look. If I put an order down there, okay, that's roughly where these orders are. Put my stop up there, out the way. All right. And if I get this down onto here, which it has a high probability of doing, it's a 1.1.3. All right, so it's over 1 to 1. And you see my stats, they're anywhere from 1 to 1 to 1.3. All right, which is about right. And that's how it's all worked out. And it happens over and over. Okay, it gets a runner on it, which goes to the bottom of them. That gives me 1.9. All right, if I get it onto the bottom of that, it's 1 to 2. So my risk rewards are there. They always are. So yes, when you see me carving off and carving off, then the best risk reward you can ever have is end flat at the end of the day with profit. If you have done that, you're out of the market, you've got no overnight risk, but you're being paid. And that is how you build up a day trade. You take your premise from a daily or a 4-hour, gives you the width of the market, and it gives you a parameter to work within. Okay? You try and catch it on 10, 20 pips. No, you'll just get cut to ribbons every single time. All right? So, can't be any clearer, but that's roughly how I make this up. And as you see, and if the market goes against me, which sometimes it does, which it is, as we're looking at it right now, and it has, I'm not worried as long as I still believe my theory is correct. Okay, and if it goes up, it just means I can buy at a better price, but the stop stays in the same place. So this one is less at risk than this one. But if it moves down, catches money on the way, it starts negating these risks. And sometimes you've just got to manage it and play it. That is the whole theory of what I do. Now, this is Friday. If that gets onto there, it break even, I'll have a chance to kill it off for the weekend. I'll have been paid pretty well for that weekend. And I can have a few days off because next week I am off the screens all week. It's bank holiday weekend, so it's a short week, so I'm having a few days off. And that's my job, guys. That's what I do. You know, I do it every day and I'm consistent. Some like it, some don't. And the way I see it, there are 4 types of trader. There's those who can't and complain about it, those who teach, those who want to get better, and those who can. Well, I don't complain and I don't teach, but I can trade and I'll always help those who want to be better. But first of all, you need to help yourself. Okay. So like I say, at the whole start of all of this, I said this is not a teaching channel because it's not. It's just a vlog of what I do. Simple as that, guys. And for those who enjoy it, I'm genuinely grateful for the support. For those who come to the Scruffy Squad, I am completely grateful for the support. And that's why I try and support those guys as well, as I do anybody that's in the Facebook group. And you can ask any of them. They ask me a question, they get an answer straight away. In fact, I try to touch base with many YouTube traders just because it's nice to speak to somebody that I think is on a similar level and doing videos out there. And do you know how many replies that I've had to all the ones that I've contacted? 0. Not one of them contacted me back. In fact, a number of them just blocked me. Go figure. However, I then asked the same people saying that I don't trade and not who I am, and I would love to know more about trading. Then I got an answer. 100% contacted me, offering their services to sell me something. Now, there's plenty of people out there that have spoken to me, and by all means, drop it in the comments below. I have never asked anybody for anything, nothing. So that's it, guys. You know, being asked to sell signals, refused. I toyed with putting some sort of strategy together for sale because you guys asked for it, but the trolleys destroyed that, so I didn't bother doing that either. So I did what you guys requested, which is the Scruffy Squad. Can't be any fairer, you know. And there's a very simple answer to the whole solution. Proper. Oh, God. Talking to trolleys every day, but quite well timed. The answer is very simple. Don't like what I do? Don't watch it. So there we go. We've had a little bit of a rant, we've had a little bit of fun, and I've shown you why a trade is put together. Okay. Simple as that, guys. Remember, do what you love, money will follow. See you all in the next one.